All right. Hopefully everybody's had a nice Saturday. We are going to do a little breaking tonight. We have got 3 different products on tap to dig into. So let's get started. We've got some information that I like to go over prior to actually starting ripping. So we're going to get the information up here right now. Feedback is automated. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. And of course, thank you is the other thing I need to say. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me, and keeping me company and such. Coming up in the days ahead, off night tomorrow night, Monday night, we're going to do a pair of Gold Rush autographed baseball jerseys and a case of impeccable football. Tuesday night, we're going to do the back half of a case of Leaf autograph mini football helmets and more Bowman Chrome baseball. On Wednesday, we're going to start really early, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. That is because it's a big new release day. We're going to crack into everything that's coming out. It's going to take us a long time. We'll do a 16-box case of Gold Label baseball, an 8-box half case of Prism Draft Picks basketball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. And then we'll do a little Phoenix football, an 8-box inner case there, and a full case of Topps Update Jumbo. Base cards do not ship to the teams in the Update Jumbo. They have their own bidding spot. You can see the listing description for more info on that. And then Thursday night will be an off night because, yeah, we're doing all that stuff on Wednesday night. Give me a little time to get us caught back up, right? Okay, here's what you need to know about what is being broken tonight. There's a lot of information here. So we have 1 free shipping break. That is our autographed football jerseys, the case of those. Those are going to be projected to go out no later than a week from today. Anytime you do a free shipping break with me, it's always projected to go out simply no later than a week after the fact. Often it goes sooner, a lot of times much sooner, but no later than that. The other thing about the free shipping break, which again is the jerseys, your consolation card, if you don't pull a jersey out of that, you are entitled to a consolation card. It's just simply a loose card for your team, can be from any year and any series. However, because it is a free shipping break, traditionally I would hold that and send it the next time you have a package shipping from another break where you do hit something. If you want it sent sooner, send me a note on eBay. Let me know. Take care of it for you. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Clearly Authentic and Bowman Chrome. Probably going to be on the way to you Wednesday, most likely. Monday is a holiday, which I forgot about until someone reminded me today. So actually, there's no mail service on Monday, no pickup, no delivery. So I will be working on some things over the weekend. You'll see some shipping notices go out, but of course they're not actually going to be picked up and on the way until Tuesday. Last little bit of information here. If you get skunked in one of the paid shipping breaks, Clearly Authentic, you might. Chrome, there's no way you would. Everybody's going to pull cards in Chrome. But if you were to get skunked in Clearly Authentic, your consolation card or cards will go out to you when the rest of the break ships. That's because it is a paid shipping break. That's also the order we're going in tonight. So the jerseys are first. Clearly Authentic will be second. Bowman Chrome third in line for tonight. All right. Okay, so 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 2 autographed football jerseys. Full case break number 17. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Saturday night, the 12th of October. We've got team names there on the left, winning bidders crossed from each team on the opposite side. A new spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break, so if you're not in this one, hang tight. You'll get a chance to see your name up in lights shortly. Last little piece of business here. You're going to notice that your background gets blurry. It's going to go out of focus. That is intentional. I don't want you to worry about that. That actually just lets us look at things up a little bit, a smidge closer than we would otherwise be able to. So that's all that is, me playing around with the focus. I Am Free is here at your first break. Well, welcome. And Mike, your first break too. Well, welcome to you both. Stang Lover says it's his 632nd time. Did you just make that number up, Stang Lover? I think you did. Although Stang Lover has been breaking with me a long time. at least, what, 2, 3, 4 years? I don't know, a while anyway. All right, so we've got 5 jerseys coming out of here, out of our case of TriStar Game Day Greats. Let me get the box out of my way. And then we're going to stack 4 of these right back out of our way and get cracking here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, mercy. I missed the seal. Yeah. Corey Davis, Tennessee Titans, going to be first out. So these little informational cards, they're just, you know, like printed on a computer or something, but they have, well, information on them. Then, of course, you have your Corey Davis signature there, and you've got a little JSA authentication sticker and a JSA authentication paper that goes along. The number on the paper should match the number on the sticker. And I'm going to put it all in there like that, so we don't lose any of it. It's all together. So that is Corey Davis and the Tennessee Titans, our first jersey out of the bag tonight, or out of the box, I should say, right? Randy's here. Hi, Randy. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. How you been? You're looking for Patriots. All right. Stang Lover says coming up on 3 might be 4 years. He didn't know. I feel you, man. I feel the same way about things. All right. So Warren Moon was a Houston Oiler. And if you don't know this already, the Houston Oilers of old are the Tennessee Titans of today's world. So that means the Titans get a second jersey. These things always stay with their franchises. So there's your Warren Moon signature and inscription. Looks like you've got a player hologram authentication as well as a hologram TriStar authentication. So yeah, that's the case in any break with me. Anytime a franchise has relocated, been renamed, whatever, it's always going to follow along that path and go to the current name and location of the franchise. So right now, Titans are 2 for 2. Isn't that some crazy stuff? Mike says the Titans are killing it. I know, man, right? Like, that never happens. It's super rare to have 2 for the same team out of a case. So, yeah, the Titans indeed are crushing it. Stang Lover, you're funny, man. All right, we've pulled this guy before. Why can I never remember where he plays? The Redskins, right? Gary Beben, or however you say his name. He only played 1 or 2 years. I've looked him up 100 times. I think he's the Redskins. There is his autograph, an inscription. We've got a TriStar hologram authentication. And your paperwork from TriStar is actually just a little generic sort of card, right? It's just a little generic doohickey. Doesn't specifically match up to the hologram sticker. And this is on a collegiate jersey for those of you who are going, but wait, that's not the colors of the Redskins. Yeah, it's his collegiate jersey, which they like to throw in just to mess with us, collegiate jerseys. But let me have a hot second here, and I'm going to check and see if I have remembered correctly if he is a Redskin. I think that he is, but I gotta make sure. We can't guess. I gotta know. All right, Gary. Yeah, 2 seasons for the Redskins, 1968 and 1969. His only time in the NFL. So we are 2 Titans and a Redskin at this point in time, and I finally remembered him. I'm kind of proud of that, anyway. Stang Lover says if you had a nickel every time you heard about the Titans and the Oilers. I know, man, but you can't assume that people know, because some people think that the Houston Oilers became the Houston Texans, and some people just think just because it has the name Houston in it, it should go to the Texans. I mean, you'd be surprised the things I've heard over the years. Maybe you wouldn't be, but yeah, it's easier to go over it. Deshaun Watson, nice one for the Texans. And we're going to have to take that little doohickey out of there because it's blocking our signature. We'll put it back. So a nice little Deshaun Watson autograph, and then you've got a player hologram sticker and a TriStar hologram. Once again, the generic TriStar paperwork, and then just the little informational card. So the Texans hit with Deshaun Watson. So now we're 2 Titans, a Redskin, and a Texan coming into our last box. Oh, Mike, you're talking about Gary Beban. He was drafted by somebody else, but then traded to the Redskins. Yeah, I always just go right to like the NFL stats so I can look and see the number of years they played. Because sometimes, it comes into play where we've got to look at length of service. If it's a retired guy that played for multiple teams and it's on a college jersey, there's all kinds of weird nuances. So I always just go right to the NFL website and check it out. Make sure I'm on the right page. Jack Youngblood. Seems like we pull him a lot. He's a Ram. And there is his signature, another inscription, and a TriStar hologram sticker, your TriStar generic piece of paper in there. And we're going to put that little informational card down in there too, so it all stays together. Makes it all happy. All right. So, there we go, kids. We have got Jack Youngblood for the Rams. Deshaun Watson for the Texans. Then we've got Mr. Gary Beban here on a collegiate jersey, but he only played ever for the Redskins, so that's an easy one. Warren Moon, that is on Oilers, but of course former Oilers, current Titans, heads to Tennessee, and Tennessee got a bookend. And they got a Corey Davis signature out of here too, so all in all, Titans are happy. All right, kids, give me 1 second. Let me get these safely tucked away in the shipping room, and I will be right back with you, and we're going to take a look at some Clearly Authentic up next. All right. I'm going to let you take a little peek at some spreadsheet info while I take a little peek and see where we are in terms of what's paid and what's not. Because there were some unpaid teams, but they may be paid by now. So let's go find out. Well, I'll find out while you read that. Okay, yeah, guys, we have got definitely some unpaid teams in Clearly Authentic. So I have got, looks like the Cincinnati Reds are available. They sold last for $22.50 on eBay. Looks like we have got the Twins available, and they last sold for $41 on eBay. And let's see if there's anybody else in here. I'm sorting through. We got maybe a Bowman Chrome hanging out there. Yeah, so right now, guys, we're Reds and Twins that are sitting there waiting to find a home if someone wants them. Aaron, you're interested in the unpaid. And all right, so Aaron, are you interested in both of the unpaids? So you're saying you're in for the Reds at the $22.50. Okay, are you interested in the Twins? Yeah, they were last on eBay at $41, but if you're taking them both, throw me out an offer, and if it's reasonable, then we'll move onward and see where we end up with things. Yes, Twins and Reds, Aaron, for sure. Those are the ones that are sitting here. It looks like Bowman Chrome is all paid. I was just double checking to make sure that it is clearly authentic, which it is, that they are unpaid. I'll switch you guys back to me for a second. And what did I do, man? I always somehow hit my tripod or something when I'm doing memorabilia. I don't even realize that I'm doing it, but yet I do. All right, so Aaron doesn't want the Twins. He only wants the Reds. All right, so does anybody want the Minnesota Twins in Clearly Authentic? Aaron, you're going to have the Reds, but give me a second. I have to do some stuff to get that sorted out. But first things first, let me give you the email that I use for PayPal. Now, I do not use this for correspondence, guys, and I haven't used it for correspondence in 2 decades. Maybe not 2 decades, but maybe 2 decades. It's been a long time. But I'm lazy and I don't want to change out my other stuff that it's tied to. So I do use it for PayPal, but nothing else. So if you ever need me, you need to send a message through eBay. Don't send it to that black hole address you see right there. I will never, ever, ever see that. But Aaron, that is for you and the Reds for $22.50. I'm going to update the spreadsheet showing that that is yours. And if you can give me a heads up when you have it completed over on PayPal, that would be great. I need to also jump in here and cancel it out in eBay. So give me just a second. Ah, la, 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 la. All right. I'm getting there, kids. I know. It takes a minute when we have to slow down and deal with the unpaid stuff. I apologize. It's a bit of a pain. I know. I know. All right, so that's going to make the Reds go into Aaron. And the Twins, did anybody want the Twins, or are we just going to roll on and I'll just have to hope I get paid after the fact? So nobody interested in the Twins? All right. La, 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 la. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. So the spreadsheet's done now, finally. And so you had an opportunity to read this a moment ago. Of course, I went through it all at the start of the break verbally. I'm not going to punish you by going through it all verbally again. But I would say if you were not tuned in when we first went over that, please take a minute. If you didn't read it before, please read it now. It gives you information about consolation cards and when you can expect your items to ship, etc. So this is Clearly Authentic. It is case break number 2. It's a 20-box case, also ended tonight on eBay, which is Saturday night, the 12th. And we are, of course, we've got a lot of things going on in here. So the Diamondbacks and the Marlins, they don't have hits in this product, so they are not listed for sale. So that's why you didn't see those. The Cincinnati Reds went to Aaron on a second chance offer because they were sitting unpaid. The Minnesota Twins at the moment are still sitting unpaid. So that is where we are at the moment. And for those of you who might not have recalled, or maybe you weren't tuned in before, the Twins last sold on eBay. Their bid price there was $41. So if someone wants something close to that, you can let me know. All right. And what is somebody, Jeff is saying you paid for the, oh, this is not breaks. Jeff, you're talking about something different, I think. We are right now doing Clearly Authentic. I bet you're talking about Bowman Chrome. So the product here, Clearly Authentic, is the one where the Cincinnati Reds went out on second chance and the Minnesota Twins are sitting in the unpaid column. So I think you were talking about Bowman Chrome, all right? All right, so last call on the Twins. Yeah, guys, I don't really want to do 50 for both. I mean, the Reds were 22.50, the Twins were 41, so you're talking like $65 worth of bids or so there. There's always a chance the person may pay me after the fact. Or that something will hit and, make it worth my while if they don't pay me. But I was fine with the Reds, obviously, but the Twins, I really don't want to go as low as 18 or whatever. So, yeah. All right, guys, so I guess we are going on down the road here. Yeah, Aaron, on the Twins, because you also picked up the Reds, I mean, I might do 35, but I don't really want to go much lower than that. Because, as I said, there's always the chance maybe that person will pay me later, or there's always the chance that something could hit and make my money back or whatever. But usually I like to get at least kind of in the ballpark of where they ended up. Jeff, you said you want them at 35? All right, sir. Well, I will make them yours at 35 then for the Twins. Let me get one or two more things done. If you can, if you scroll back up through there, Jeff, can you still see my email address? I hope that's what you would use for payment. Let me go in and cancel the order out on eBay, the existing awaiting payment. Let me get it canceled and update the spreadsheet to reflect that you have picked them up. All right, so let's get that done. And now let me update the spreadsheet real quickly. Oh, how do you do it? Jeff, have you ever used PayPal? Because PayPal, you would just go to PayPal and log in. And then from there, you would type in that email, select send money. And then you would type in my email address that I put there in the notes and type in the dollar amount of $35, and we would be all good to go. All right. Now I've got the spreadsheet updated because I will need to know that later. And while Jeff is doing that, we're going to keep getting these boxes out of here. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Appreciate it. And then just give me the thumbs up when you have it squared away, my friend. That would be awesome. I've got a lot of things to get ready anyway. We've got to get all these boxes out, plastic cut, and all that fun stuff anyway. Get that other case box out of the way. Let me get back here. I think that's going to have a set for the rest of the night. I'm double checking right now. I want to make sure that everything else is paid for the night, but I think we're in good shape after this break. I think Bowman Chrome was all squared away. Yeah, it is. So Bowman Chrome's all good to go. Awesome. Stang Lover, you said when you tried to send a PayPal friends and family, they charged you a fee. You know what? It might be depends on how you send it, or at least it used to, unless they've changed it. Like if you sent it from a cash balance or something, it doesn't charge you. But if you use a credit card, then it will charge you, even if it's friends and family. Either you pay it or the other person pays it, but they make somebody pay it. All right, so Jeff, if you can give us a thumbs up, man, are you good to go? Are we good? Are we squared away here on PayPal, or what's our sitch here, my friend? I'll just keep cutting some plastic while we wait. All right, so you think it's done, Jeff? All right, hang on a second. Let me jump in there and check it out. I do not actually see it. Yeah, are you sure that you typed in my email address correctly? Because I am not showing it on my side at the moment. I see Aaron's in there for the reds, but I do not see yours. So Jeff, would you mind just double checking the email address that you typed in? Make sure there's no typos or anything. And I'll just keep on pulling off plastic in the meantime while we're getting that sorted out. Yeah, I was saying, Lover, if it wasn't from a cash balance, they might have hit you with it. I think you can do maybe even out of your checking account or cash balance, friends and family, without a fee. But if you get into credit cards and certain other things where you're doing friends and family, I think they do pop you with a fee. Jeff, I'm going to check this again real quickly. Now I see it, Jeff. Now we're good, brother. We are all set. Maybe PayPal's just being cranky tonight, right? It's like going, hey, it's Saturday. I don't want to work either. I don't know what it was doing, but it's in there now. So we're all good, man. Thank you. Aaron, you've been hunting for Al Kaline. So we'll try to find that for you. Kyle, you're looking for a little Nolan Ryan. And we are starting off here with a Blue Jay. A Toronto Blue Jay numbered to 50. You got a little Justin Smoke Mini in there, which I rather like. I like the minis, period, you know. Next up, Rod Carew. Oh, I love that. And that's the Minnesota Twins. Haha, look at that. You just got repaid, my friend. Good karma for picking that up. Let me find... Let's see if that's... Can you see it any better that way? Maybe. Not really. But anyway, it's to 50, and it is Rod Carew as a twin. So right off the bat, the mojo, the karma, whatever you want to call it, working for you. Juan Gonzalez and the Texas Rangers. That one is numbered to 75. And then we have, look at that, Juan Gonzalez for the Texas Rangers. That one is not numbered, but I'm really kind of not thrilled that they gave us two right out of there. Jeff, yes, man, it did come through for sure. I'm sorry, I thought you heard me say that a minute ago. It did pop in there. I checked it again. I don't know what it was, like, I don't know, a minute or two ago. And for sure, it is in there, my friend, so we are good. Schwarber to 10 for the Cubbies. So Chicago in the house. Next up, Minnesota Twins are crushing it in here. That is your starting pitcher to 75, Jose Barrios. I would like to say your ace, but he didn't pitch all that well this year, comparatively speaking. But still, Twins getting repaid tenfold. Maybe not tenfold, but getting rewarded. Pete Alonso, Mets. I think we had him in the first case, too, as a matter of fact. Oh, Acuna, baby. Braves getting involved, numbered to 75 with a little Ronald Acuna Jr. Oh, Kyle, you have the Rangers. Yeah, you did get some back-to-back in there. Michael Chavis and the Red Sox. That has got... Do you see that white right there? I fear that that is inside this case because it is not, wiping off. I believe they have enclosed a white piece of something or another in there with your card for Michael Chavis and the Red Sox. Well, Tigers, we don't have K-Line, but we do have your rookie, Christian Stewart, numbered to 75. So at least we're not sending you home empty-handed. Atlanta Braves hit again. Kyle Wright, the green parallel, that is numbered to 99. Unbelievably, the Minnesota Twins hit a third time. This is Barrios again. This one, though, is numbered to 50. So, yes, the mojo replayed the Twins. We need the mojo to repay the Reds, too, because that team was also picked up second chance. Paul DeYoung, Cardinals, who are a little bit on the ropes after losing Game 2 today. Series headed to Washington. I don't know. Kevin Kramer, Pirates. Hey, there's Yusei Kikuchi to 99. Mariners with the green parallel. The Nationals, Victor Robles. They might make it to the World Series this year, kids. I mean, I don't know. They look pretty good last couple days. Pitching-wise, anyway. Cole Tucker, another one for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Milwaukee Brewers and Jesus Aguilar. The White Sox and Tim Anderson, numbered to 99. And we are now officially at last box mojo time here. So let's see if we can pull something incredibly awesome out of our last box. It is a Cardinal, Lane Thomas. So St. Louis with another one. Let's recap Clearly Authentic here, kids. We have the St. Louis Cardinals, the Milwaukee Brewers, the White Sox, and the Pirates. Followed by Nationals and the Braves with Acuna, Alonso for the Mets, Mariners with Kikuchi, another Pirate, and a Cardinal, Paul DeYoung. The Twins, the Cubbies, the Rangers, Twins again, Braves, Tigers, Red Sox. Once again, I think that little white whatever got trapped inside the case there, which doesn't happen very often, but man, it's annoying when it does, isn't it? The Rangers, Rod Carew for the Twins is a great hit to 50. And then the Blue Jays with Justin Smoke. All right, kids, that is Clearly Authentic in the books. We are rolling onwards into some Bowman Chrome, which is all paid up, so we don't have to do any of that messing around and finding new homes for teams in Bowman Chrome. So thank you all the Bowman Chrome bidders for getting it paid up on time. All right, so real quickly, the free shipping break was the jerseys. Will go out no later than a week from today. Often goes sooner, shouldn't be any later. If you got skunked in the jersey break, I will typically hang on to your consolation card until the next time you have a package shipping, just because it is a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner by itself, plain white envelope and a stamp, hit me up on eBay, let me know. I'll handle it for you. Our paid shipping breaks, Clearly Authentic, we just finished. Bowman Chrome, we're getting ready to start. Probably out the door Wednesday. Monday is a holiday. I did not remember that until they reminded me today. So no mail pickup or delivery on Monday. If you get skunked in one of the paid shipping breaks, meaning you get no cards at all, base or otherwise, you will still get a package coming to you. It will have consolation card or cards in it. And yeah, that's all the news to use there. So it is a 12-box case of 2019 Bowman Chrome. This is This is break number 7. It also ended tonight on eBay, which is Saturday night, the 12th of October. Once again, we've got team names on one side, the eBay user ID of our winning bidders up in lights across from each team there on the opposite side. Bowman Chrome, I love, well, first of all, I love my Bowman, period. I love all things Bowman. And we've had some really good luck out of it. The only thing I wish they would do differently is not have so flipping much packaging. It takes forever just to get through the packaging to actually get to what we want to see. But once we get there, it's worth it. Always worth it, always fun. So here's the way I do this. Obviously, I got to get all the boxes out of the case first. Then I'm going to take the master boxes. We're going to open all of them and get the mini boxes out. Because, of course, there are, look, they're like conjoined twins. So the mini boxes are 2 per master box. I just like to get them all the mini boxes out, get through the worst of the packaging. And that way we kind of only have to delay our gratification once, more or less. So the point in telling you that is if you, I don't know, need to have a little bathroom break or go get a snack or a beverage or whatever, you're going to have about 4 or 5 minutes here while I'm working my way through this. That's the moral of the story. Jeff, Jeff, is the address that you have in PayPal is the wrong one? Yes, then you definitely need to send me a message and let me know that. Do you have eBay team shipping tonight too, Jeff? Or is that your only, if you have something shipping through eBay and that's the correct address, I can just put it in that same package. If you don't have anything else going tonight through one of the eBay breaks, then yeah, you're going to need to send me a message and let me know what the correct shipping address should be if the one on PayPal isn't right, because I do print the labels directly from eBay generally. Obviously, in the case of if you didn't have another eBay item, then I would print it through PayPal. Aaron, I know Aaron's like bummed about whatever that white thing is inside that card for Michael Chavis and the Red Sox, and like, I don't blame you, man. That kind of stuff is super irritating. I'm not even sure what it is exactly, but there's definitely something trapped in there because it did not wipe off, as you saw. So unfortunately, Topps gave you a little extra, a little relic of whatever that is, styrofoam or something or another. Oh, Mike, you wanted to know what the card is numbered to for the Tigers. I have no idea, friend, but I will look for you in a minute. If you didn't catch it in the recap, then I will reach over there and grab it after I finish with this. Obviously, I'm backtracking through some of the chat right now. I Am Free is looking for some love for the Blue Jays here in Bowman Chrome. All right, let's do our best to find you something nice then for Toronto. Okay, cool. So the address that I have for eBay is correct, Jeff. So you do have something pending shipping from eBay, and that address is right. If that's good, then we are fine. It would only be if that was, you know, if you didn't have something else coming along the way and I was only using the PayPal address and that was wrong, then yeah, I would definitely have to have another one. Yeah, for sure, Mike. I'll grab your Stewart and look for you here in just a second. Let me go back through here and find him. I don't think he's too far from the top. It is numbered to 75 for the Tigers. The Stewart is to 75. All right, at last, the hard part done. We are off to the races. So I show you these so that you can see all the packs have come out inside. Every once in a while, believe it or not, a pack might get stuck in there. It has happened before. And by showing you the inside, I know if I don't catch it, you would catch it, somebody would catch it, and we would rescue it, basically. So there is one autograph per mini box. In addition to the autograph, we're going to find parallels, numbered cards, inserts, etc. As we go through this very first mini box, maybe the first couple, I will go a little bit slower to explain what we're seeing. Then as we go through subsequent mini boxes, we'll speed it up a tad. So this is, for instance, stat trackers, and we're going to find lots of these stat trackers inserts. The entire insert series, on it, does refract, but they are not numbered for the most part. If we come across one that is, I'll let you know. That Eddie Rosario base tried to get away from me there, but he doesn't appear to be any worse for the wear, fortunately. This is an example of a base refractor. So base refractors are numbered to 499, whether they are autographed or whether they aren't. This one, of course, is not, but it is the Tigers and Miguel Cabrera. Arizona Fall, we'll find plenty of Arizona Fall League. That entire insert series also refracts and typically will not be numbered. We have a blue coming out for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Anytime you see a blue refractor, it's going to be numbered to 150. And David Peralta is on that one. Another stat tracker. Purple. Plenty to know about purple. Base purple that looks like this, those are numbered to 250. This one for the Orioles is DJ Stewart. There are also purple shimmer. And purple shimmer, like this fellow here, Nolan Gorman, which is a nice hit, by the way, for the Cardinals. Those are not numbered. So plain purple are to 250. Purple shimmer are not numbered. How odd, right? I think so anyway. Houston Astros draw first blood with an autograph for Seth Beer out of mini box number 1. But yeah, what I think is strange is, for instance, if we pull a green shimmer in here, it'll be numbered to 99, same as non-shimmer green. You know, gold shimmers to 50, same as regular gold. So I just think it's really weird that they make purple shimmer unnumbered. Especially because it's, you know, it's not like we're talking about something numbered to 10. It's numbered to 250 to begin with. I guess it's just their way of adding in an extra hit without adding in an extra hit, sort of. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like they don't have to give up another numbered card. Tigers. Purple shimmer, speaking of. Perez for the Detroit Tigers. Bobby Delback and the Red Sox. That's Arizona Fall League. For the Rays, to 250, Brendan McKay, two-way player for Tampa Bay. The Nationals, Pineda. You know what? I think the Nationals, I kind of had a, once the Nationals got through the first round to the Cardinals, I kind of felt like they have a pretty good shot at getting the World Series. Now that they got they have 2 games under their belt and they're headed back to Washington, I really think the Nationals might actually end up in the World Series this year. Which, as I have said before, I think would be, ironic is not the right word, but I don't know exactly what the word would be, but I think it would be maybe entertaining, considering that they had Bryce Harper all those years and couldn't get even out of the first round in the first year that he's gone. If they get to the World Series, it'll be like, ooh, the curse of Bryce Harper, you know? Elite Farmhands. We haven't spoken about this one before. That is another insert series where the whole insert series refracts. But again, they are traditionally not going to be numbered. If that changes when we come across one, I will, of course, point it out to you. The Minnesota Twins are coming up here. This is numbered to 150. It is blue for the Twins with Duran and Minnesota. Johan Duran. Ooh, our autograph's going to be gold. Gold Cubbies to 50. Richard Gallardo. Very nice, Cubbies. To 50. Like the gold autographs. Well, we like gold, period, but especially nice when we get a little ink attached, isn't it? Jeff, you need the Astros to win because you have a Bowman Chrome Alvarez Gold Shimmer autograph. Well, I didn't say the Nationals were going to win the World Series. I said I think they're going to get to the World Series. Yeah, your Astros, of course, have got to get through the Yankees first, which they're playing right now. I don't know what the score is, but your Astros, I think the Astros-Yankees really is 50-50 proposition. I think it can go either way. I tilt it a little bit in favor of the Astros, primarily because of their pitching rotation. I think it's a little stronger than the Yankees' pitching rotation, but so the Astros look, honestly, Verlander threw such a terrible game the other night. You figure he's gotten that out of his system. Well, not terrible, but terrible for him. Probably good for many pitchers, but it was terrible for him. It's to 499 base refractor, Marte and the Pirates. So you figure Verlander's probably gotten his bad game out of his system. I don't even know if Garrett Cole has the ability to throw a bad game. And, of course, you've got Greinke out there tonight who hopefully will get his job done. And if he does, you're probably in pretty good shape with your Astros. Right now it is 2-0 Yankees, Michael says. Okay. And, Jeff, you said the same thing in there. Thank you. Glaber had an RBI double and a home run. Oh, Glaber Torres heating up here in the postseason. 499 base refractor, Marlins, Jose Devers. And our autograph is the Mets. It's an interesting looking signature, kind of, isn't it? I think, anyway. And it is somebody or another Newton. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that first name because I feel quite certain I would absolutely butcher it beyond recognition. Jeff wants to know if I would keep Alvarez or sell it. A gold shimmer autograph first Bowman. And you have two of them? Well, if you have two of them, then yeah, why not sell one? I mean, sell one, keep the other one, see what happens, right? I mean, how wrong can you go? Take your profit on the one and then see how it goes from there. So his cards may actually, even though he's already been up for really this whole year almost, his rookie cards, his official rookie cards, aren't going to show up until 2020 Topps Series 1. Both Bo Bichette and Yordan Alvarez were held back, their rookie cards, their official rookie cards, until 2020. So starting with Series 1, that's when most of his rookie stuff's going to hit the market. Now, whether or not that's going to make your Bowman prices go up because more people are going to be looking for it, or whether or not it'll go down because there's some people who still prefer the cards that have the little RC designation on them, it's hard to say. But I don't think it would hurt to sell one now and save one for that, in other words. So there is Florial for the Yankees. We've got ourselves a nice little gold shimmer there for the Yankees, numbered to 50. Stanton just hit a home run, so now it's 3-0. Dang, all right. Cardinals. The Cardinals and Austin Warner. Ted, are you asking me about one of ones? If I keep the one of ones? I personally, it depends for me on player and team and a lot of stuff. But in baseball, I really only go for the Reds. In football, I really only personally collect the Steelers. In basketball, though, I collect a lot of different teams and a lot of different players. And those, it kind of depends. Like, I have some one-of-ones right now that I need to make a decision about that I've had for a while. I've got a one-of-one Jamal Murray, rookie for the Nuggets. I've got a one-of-one Kobe Bryant autograph, and maybe another couple of one-of-ones in basketball. But my Red stuff and my Steelers stuff, I don't sell very often. So that kind of thing I would typically keep. I should have dumped off crazy Antonio Brown, but I didn't. So now I may as well keep it because nobody else wants it. Purple Shimmer for the Kansas City Royals. But yeah, I don't know. But I think it just depends a lot on what your end goal is, right? Because, I mean, some people want to sell just enough to fund the cards that they're keeping themselves. And other people want to sell everything that's good because they're really just looking to, you know, flip them and make money. And then some people will keep certain cards like one-of-ones and sell everything else. I mean, everybody's kind of got their own collecting groove. That is numbered to 99. It is Owen Miller, green parallel for the Padres. The White Sox. How about Connor Pilkington with an autograph there for Chicago? Evers, you collect only Johnny Bench. I love Johnny Bench. Most of you who have been, well, anybody who's been breaking with me for a while knows that my two favorite baseball players of all time are Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron. I love, love, love Johnny Bench, and I love, love, love Hank Aaron. But the Reds in general, I mean, they're terrible. And we have been for like such a long time. But that's, I still keep them if I get them. I mean, I like the Reds. And Jeff, you live in Dayton, so you're a Reds fan. Yay. Yeah, I do love my poor, sad little Reds. But one of these days will get better. I only say that every single year. Every season since, like, what, the 90s? We'll be better next year. One day we will be, though. The Houston Astros, that is blue to 150, Kyle Tucker. I see a green lurking in the background, so let's go ahead and get the base off of there and grab this bad boy. That is the Tigers and Casey Mize. Very nice. Green shimmer to 99 with your number 1 overall draft pick, Mr. Casey Mize. Headed to the Tigers. The Diamondbacks, Perdomo. I tell you what, he has come out of most cases for me, except the one night when somebody had the Diamondbacks and they specifically wanted him. It's like the one time I think he hasn't come out. All the others he does. Isn't that always the way? Michael, you, you like Domingo Germán. You have a one-of-one Superfractor rookie orange auto and gold auto for him. Very nice. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I guess they're not going to let him come back. He's out, which is a shame for the Yankees pitching staff, but he got booted out on that domestic assault charge right before the end of the season, and I believe they made him ineligible for the entire postseason as well, which doesn't do anything to help his card values, of course. Numbered to 99 for the Orioles, that is Mark Trumbo. And what else have we got in here? Speaking of the Cincinnati Reds, Mike Ciani, base refractor, 499. Milwaukee Brewers get an autograph. That is Quentin Torres Costa for Milwaukee. Ted, have I ever gotten a Hank Aaron? Oh, sure. Well, I mean, in breaks that I've done, yes. In breaks that I have bought into, oh, no. I don't, because I usually only buy the Reds in breaks when I'm buying into, so I'm not going to hit a Hank Aaron there, of course. But as far as what I have pulled in breaks that we've done, oh, for sure, we've pulled Hank Aaron. In fact, we've even pulled Hank Aaron autographed baseball jerseys out of some of the memorabilia breaks. We've pulled Hank Aaron cards, usually out of the high-end stuff where you would expect to find it and that sort of thing. And Michael, you got a Hank Aaron autograph once, numbered to 10. No, numbered to 25. Okay. Out of Gold Label. Really? I didn't even know they had Hank Aaron in Gold Label. That comes out Wednesday, by the way. So, Fall Stars Alumni. Generally, we find one or two of these per case. We had one case where we had none of them. But that particular case, we had like, what was that, guys? 3 or 4 relics out of the one case. I mean, it was crazy. And we got no alumni in it, but tonight there's one. We may yet find another. They don't really guarantee them, but generally speaking, they've been showing up once or twice per case. The Yankees purple to 250 with Gill, Luis Gill. And speaking of the relic and a case hit, how about the Red Sox with Bobby Dalbec for your case hit? Let me get the thick sleeve out for this one. Our relic autograph combo there, numbered to 150. And I want to say we pulled him out of another case as the case hit not too awfully long ago. Jeff, you have a 1953 Mickey Mantle PSA 4 and a 1951 Willie Mays Bowman. Nice, man. Did you pick them up like at a card show or something? Yeah, those are nice. Oh, Ebers, you got a Hank Aaron from me. Good. I know you gave him a good home. Yeah, he comes out more in like Dynasty and those kinds of products. You know, maybe sometimes in 5-star and things. Although, I think we've pulled him in some lower end products too. Just not as frequently as we would in a higher end product, which is kind of standard with Topps when you're talking about the high end SIGs. To 250, Blake Trinian. That is purple. It is the Oakland A's. You know, same places where we pull lots of Trouts and Bryce Harpers and those kinds of guys. Although, pulled a Trout out of Heritage High number last year. Numbered to 10 it was. And we've pulled some Trout out of some, you know, more affordable products as well. That is Purple Shimmer, unnumbered Feltner Rockies. The Mariners with no LV Marte. Aha. Base refractor autographed 499. Ted, you think Hank Aaron's better than Trout, but everybody wants Mike Trout. You know, that is often the case. The active players command more value, more market price, whatever you want to call it, than retired players, even big-time retired players. But sometimes that market will swing back around, too. You just have to wait a little longer, I think. But he definitely, you know, Mike Trout's value is not going to go down, that's for sure. But at some point, Hank Aaron's may go up a little. Austin Riley base refractor to 499. But I'm probably one of the few people that really enjoys getting the Hall of Fame type guys as much as I enjoy getting the rookies and the prospects. I really do like some of those old school ink hits. How about Wander Franco for an atomic refractor on our stat tracker insert? Generally speaking, we find 1 or 2 atomic refractors per case of Bowman Chrome. That's obviously the first one we have seen tonight. Maybe the only one, but there might be another one waiting for us. We'll see if we can conjure it up. To 150, blue, Michael King, Yankees. And our autograph is for the Angels, Sandoval. Which, by the way, did you guys see in the news over the weekend that there's apparently, it was an Angels player who was in, I think they said the PR office, and like had worked for the organization for a long, long time, who had been giving Tyler Skaggs some kind of, what's that thing that everybody abuses? Is it OxyContin or is it something else? Whatever the one thing is that everybody abuses. Had been giving it to him and doing it with him, and apparently had told some other executives in the Nationals front office that this was going on, and they kind of just did nothing about it. One of those execs is still there. One is gone. The one that's gone denies knowing about it, of course. And this PR employee had, I guess, been through rehab several times. And he says that he did not give Tyler Skaggs the drugs that killed him. That he had, I don't remember what it was now, fentanyl and 2 or 3 other things in it. But yet still confessed to having given him all this other stuff. And then also said that there's a bunch of other players on the Angels team doing the same thing. To 99, green shimmer for the Astros. And I am way behind on my chat. The Mets, Guerrero. Gregory Guerrero. Yeah, Michael, Hank Aaron definitely had to deal with a lot more crap than Mike Trout. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. And also, of course, there were no steroids and PEDs and all that other stuff, which is one of the reasons when his home run record was about to be broken, and I was so bummed about it. And that's before we even really knew everything that was behind all of that. So I was sad about that. But you traded for the Willie Mays. You rebuilt a transmission for a guy, and he gave you the card. That's, I mean, I don't know how much works in rebuilding a transmission. I'm guessing probably a lot. But at the same time, that seems like a really good deal. Like I would do it. And you don't want to tell us what you did to get the Mickey Mantle because you're ashamed? Were you a Chippendale dancer to get that? As long as it wasn't that, I think you're probably okay. Even if it was that, because it's Mickey Mantle, we would probably overlook it. We might rib you a little, call you Magic Mike or something, but we would probably overlook it. Because it, you know, it's Mickey Mantle, man, right? Okay. Oh, it was in museum collection, not gold label. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely expect to find him more in museum collection. Again, there's just certain card sets where you kind of can plan on finding some of those kinds of guys more so than others. At least they come out with more regularity. To 50, the Phillies, Luis Garcia, gold. Our autograph is the Cubbies. That is Gallardo. All right, hang on. I have got to have a little drink of water here. Oh, Michael, you said that it was, when he died, it was fentanyl, oxycodone, and alcohol. Okay. I remembered the fentanyl part, and I couldn't remember what else they said. I was kind of glancing through that information today while I was grabbing a quick bite of lunch, so I didn't totally deep dive in it, but I've got to think that if you are the Angels organization, you are terrified about what else is going to come out in regard to not only your current roster, but also your executives, your teams. I mean, that's just crazy to think that that may have been going on for some number of years, and your own employees are the ones supplying the players. To $4.99, that's the Padres with Hudson Potts, did that say? I believe it did, Hudson Potts. That was a base refractor. A purple shimmer for the Phillies. You have Spencer Howard. And how about that? Mariners. Noelvi Marte Inc. headed your way. I mean, Noelvi is supposed to be pretty good. You never know on some, till they get there. But the word on him, anyway, is that he's going to be pretty good, so. Oh, Jeff, you rebuild transmissions for a living. Nice. Well, then that's excellent trade for you, man, in my opinion. Like, I would do that all day long if I could do it and do it really fast and well. Oh, Todd's giving me grief because we were talking about illegal substances and Chippendale dancers. Well, could be worse. I don't curse on here. Does that count for anything? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely try not to curse on the channel for sure, because you never know. I mean, kids like to be involved with card collecting and sometimes watch with their parents and things, so you don't want to let fly with a bunch of whatever. To 150, there's another atomic refractor. That would be Jake Rogers for the Tigers. There are times when I would maybe like to, because you get a really good hit and you're like, oh, you can imagine some of the words. But I have to be very mindful and try not to do that. Of course, I guess maybe you're right. Maybe some kid will now be going in to ask Mommy what is a Chippendales dancer, but it could be worse. That's all I'm saying. To $4.99, Eli White and the Texas Rangers. And how about an autograph for the Rangers up next? You have Jonathan Ornelas. And we've got, 369 mini boxes left. So we've been through a bunch, but we still have a fair amount to go. Yeah, there have been some nice Noelvi Morte in here. Dan says that what we've hit already for him will pay for the spot and make some money on top of that. Well, that's the way we like to do it, right? That's the way we like it to work. That you make some money, pay for it, cover your spot, make a little Shohei Ohtani to 499 base refractor. Be anxious to finally get him back to pitching again next year. Purple Shimmer Phillies unnumbered for Alec. Oddly enough, we don't see him come out a lot. Feltman, Red Sox. Durbin Feltman. And a baby Vlad rookie card went by. He never did quite get entirely on track this year, I didn't think. Not as much as I expected him to, anyway. Vlad, I'm talking about. I still think long-term he's going to be really good, but I did expect him to play a little better this year than he did. But he's really young, and it is a big adjustment, so I'm sure it's going to get better. As a whole, I think that Blue Jays team looks pretty good. Got a lot of nice young players on there. I like Kevin Biggio, too. Bo Bichette, of course, and Vlad. Got the other Gurriel on there, Lourdes. That is Dalton Varsho for the Diamondbacks to 499 with a base refractor. Ooh, Wander to 75 on Elite Farmhands for the Tampa Bay Rays. Wander Franco, baby. Did somebody say at the start of this case that they thought we were going to hit Wander tonight? I think they did. I wouldn't swear to it, but we might have a little crystal ball prognosticator in our midst. Ebers, you like it. Yeah, that's Wander Franco, man. That's always a good one to pull. Nico on a Arizona Fall League. Of course, he came up and played pretty well on the call-up for the Cubbies. Nico Orner. Purple, 250. Astros, Brian Abreu. The Nationals with Ryan Bork. Oh, I saw Aaron Hicks was activated, by the way, for the Yankees. So who is not on the roster for Aaron Hicks to come back on the roster? Does anybody know who got bumped? Oh, Ebers, that paid for your night? Awesome. I'm always glad when that happens. Of course, sometimes with Bowman, you don't always know right away. I mean, certain ones, for sure, yes, you do know right away. But there are others, kind of sleepers that if you hang on to them, sometimes they pay dividends. I mean, certainly all the Aaron Judges for all those years, although there weren't a ton of them, but the ones that were floating around out there from 2013 onwards came back and made a little money after his rookie year or during his rookie year. To 250, Cardinals, Austin Warner. So sometimes you get these under-the-radar guys that turn out to be really good. Find out after the fact. Jamison Hanna, Oakland A's. That's our autograph out of that mini. He called me Miss Burger. Well, I'm glad that we have good luck for you. You don't have to call me Miss Burger, though. You can call me Flea or Flea Burger or Leader or whatever you want, because you know the channel name's Leader of the Pack Break, so some people type it in as Leader, some people type it in as Flea Burger or Flea. But you don't have to call me Miss Burger. That's funny, though. Like, my first name would be Flea and my last name would be Burger. You know, someone actually thought that was my last name once. To 150, that's the Miami Marlins and Brian Anderson. Like, somebody I know. And her sister, who I had also known for many years, really, somehow or another thought all those years that my actual name, my last name, was Fleaburger. I was like, oh man, when I laughed so hard when I found that out. Tampa Bay Rays, Purple Shimmer, Jesus Sanchez. Our autograph's going to be purple. Oh my gosh, it is another Marte for the Mariners. Purple to 250. Noelvi Marte and the Seattle Mariners are owning this case, let me tell you. That is crazy. Oh, well, yeah, Michael, I'm in your boat too. I mean, sometimes you can hold things too long. That is true. I just have a hard time letting go of some of my cards, especially my Bowman stuff. I do hold on to that too long. Like I have somewhere still a 1/1 Bo Bichette, and I probably should have sold that right when he first came up, because that's usually when they're worth the most money, but I didn't want to because I like it, and so I didn't. And right now I don't even know where exactly it is. But in Bowman, I'm open to speculating. I'll buy all kinds of different teams. But in non-Bowman and Topps products, I kind of only buy my reds, and I don't really sell them too much. Duplantier, that is a base refractor to $4.99. But I definitely have cards that I like, or players that I really like, and it's always hard for me to sell their cards because I always, you're always thinking, oh, but they're so good, they're going to get better, it's going to be worth even more, If it's a player I don't like that much, I have a much easier time separating myself. Carter Keyboom to 99, Nationals, green. Oh, yeah, Ebers, that was crazy. He's talking about, this has been a while back, some guy left me a negative feedback because he said my voice sounded like his wife, and it aggravated him. To $4.99, Ryan Rollison for the Colorado Rockies. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that guy. But oh yeah, I remember it now that you mention it. But yeah, I had forgotten about that winner. For the Boston Red Sox, Feltman, Durbin Feltman. So of course I blocked him after he left, because I mean, come on. If I earned the negative feedback, that's one thing, but like you just don't like the sound of my voice, so I get a negative feedback on eBay, which impacts a lot of things, by the way. Yeah, so I blocked him, which then made him mad. He couldn't believe that I had blocked him, and so started sending me these barrage of messages about why did I not respond to his constructive criticism. And I'm thinking, what's that constructive criticism, man? I mean, that is my voice. I can't. That just is. It's not really Plus, it's not really constructive just to say I sound like your wife so you don't like it. So yeah, that turned into a whole thing. And then he later came back under a different account and bid again just for the purpose of being able to leave more feedback because I had blocked him originally. And then I had to get eBay involved at that point. So that guy actually turned out to be rather time consuming. Purple Shimmer, Milwaukee Brewers, Quentin Torres Costa. The Blue Jays with some ink for Alejandro Kirk. But yeah, I definitely, and I definitely have had other guys before say, oh, you know, why do you have to talk? You talk too much, talk all the time. Well, first of all, it's boring if you don't, for me and for you. And secondly, I doubt very seriously, most of the time, if it were, say, a man breaking it, that he would care if the guy was talking. Because think about it. Whenever we watch sporting events, which we all watch them, the announcers talk the whole way through. It's not like they talk and then they take big long pauses and say nothing for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes and then talk again. No, they don't. They talk the entire way through. It's just part of it. It's part of the experience. But for sure, I get guys who feel that way sometimes. But what are you going to do, right? Martin's here. Hi, Martin. I didn't see you jump in. What's shaking, my friend? There's my man, Bo Bichette. 499 base refractor Blue Jays. Miami Marlins. I think we already saw this once, didn't we? For Jose Devers. Or maybe it was numbered and not an autograph, but we saw something Jose Devers earlier. And here we find ourselves at our last box of the night. So, yeah, it's last box mojo time. Let's fire it up, guys and gals, collectively. See if we can bring home a big winner out of here. Yeah, Evers, you cannot play any music in the background on YouTube. They will, unless like you created it yourself, I guess, they will bust you for copyright infringement and yank your videos right down from YouTube. So unless you are musically inclined and create your own, which I am not and I cannot, yeah, no music. Guzman, Rangers to 250, purple. And then we have to 499, a base refractor, Chris Davis for the Orioles. Guy who was known for all the wrong reasons this last season. Chris Shaw, San Francisco Giants. That is a short print image variation, unnumbered refractor. It's a mouthful, wasn't it? Purple Shimmer, Perdomo, not numbered, Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's go ahead and bring our other base around, and we'll save our autograph to the very bitter end. Last card up, it's a twin. It's Duran, green to 99. Johan Duran. All right, we've got a little recapping to get under our belt here. No redemptions tonight, so that part's easy. Just a little tiny bit of recapping for those who might have missed it earlier or need another look or something like that. Martin, you're in the hospital. What's going on, Martin? Daggone it. Well, I hope you don't have to tell us what's going on. That's personal. I'm sorry. But I hope you feel better, get better soon, and get back home soon. Nobody likes being in the hospital. All right, so these are our purple shimmer that are all unnumbered. Diamondbacks, Brewers, Rays, Phillies, Rockies, Royals, Tigers, and Cardinals. Next up, we're going to take a look at a few, odds and ends. So this is our only Fall League alumni that we found tonight, and that was Aaron Judge for the Yankees. We found one short print image variation refractor here, and that is Chris Shaw for the Giants. And what else have I got in my magic stack here? Anything we see that looks like this is a base refractor with no color around it, will be to 499. Whenever we see the purple in here, you know they are to 250. When you see the green, those are numbered to 99. Our blue are to 150. We found no orange tonight, which is kind of a drag. But we did find some gold, which we'll get to in a minute. Atomic refractor to 150. There are two. That was the first of them. The other will come across shortly. Our gold are numbered to 50. Of course, green to 99, if I didn't say that already. There's our other atomic refractor, and it is a Wander Franco. We have an autograph, of course, for Wander in our other stack that we'll see in a little bit. Green shimmer is the same as regular green, also to 99. Ditto with gold shimmer, numbered the same as non-shimmer gold, both to 50. Case hit, relic and autograph paired to 150. Red Sox, Bobby Dalbec. Now our little stack of autographs. To 99, it's the Twins. The Marlins, Blue Jays to 499. The Red Sox to 250. One of many Noelvi Martes for the Mariners. The Oakland A's, the Nationals. There's that sweet little Wander Franco to 75 on the Elite Farmhands insert. Red Sox, Rangers. There's another Marte for the Mariners. Cubbies, Mets, Angels, and another Marte. I told you he was all over the place. That is the base refractor to 499. It gets a Marte kind of break for whatever reason. Brewers, Diamondbacks, White Sox, Cardinals, Mets. Numbered to 50, the Cubbies. Bringing one home for Gallardo. Nationals and Astros. All right, there's the break, there's the recap. I'm going to put up spreadsheet information one more time here. For those of you who might have missed it earlier, we're going to take one more look at when you can expect your items to ship, and we will also take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So let me get over here to this. Did I bring you with me? I didn't, but now I did. Oh, Michael, I am glad that you enjoyed the break and that we got a good hit for you, man. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Martin, oh, man, you got an inflamed gallbladder? That sounds painful. They're going to take it out, but they got to wait like a month. Well, I hope that that they can keep you like somewhat comfortable between now and then, because that sounds really super painful, brother. I am sorry to hear that. All right, one more time here. The jerseys, free shipping break. Out the door no later than a week from today. Often sooner, but free breaks always projected out no later than a week after the fact. If you got skunked in the jersey break, you can let me know if you want your consolation card shipped separately by itself. Plain white envelope stamp kind of deal. Otherwise, I keep track of it for rolling 90 days and would send any that you are due the next time you have a package shipping. Paid shipping breaks for tonight. That's clearly Authentic and Bowman Chrome. Should be out the door roughly Wednesday. Everybody pull cards in Bowman Chrome, so you don't need to worry about consolation cards there. And clearly Authentic, if you got skunked, you will still get a package when the rest of the break ships, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. Please remember Monday is a postal holiday. I had forgotten about it. It's Columbus Day. So yeah, no mail pickup, no mail drop off. Any labels I print over the weekend, obviously, will be picked up on Tuesday. So here's what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night is an off night. Monday night, we're going to open Gold Rush Series 2 autographed baseball jerseys, a pair of them, and a case of impeccable football. On Tuesday night, we're going to do the back half of a case of Leaf autographed mini football helmets and another case of Bowman Chrome baseball. Wednesday, we're going to start super early, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Auctions will start ending probably around 5 o'clock Pacific or 5:30, somewhere in there. We got a lot of stuff. It'll be a long break Wednesday night. We're going to do a 16-box case of Gold Label baseball, an 8-box break, which is a half case quantity of Prism Draft Picks basketball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. Then we're going to do an 8-box inner case of Phoenix football, followed by a full 6-box case of Topps Update Jumbo. Base cards don't ship out to the teams in Jumbo, though, okay? Has its own bidding spot. All the details about that you can find in the listing description. Then Thursday night will be an off night because, holy cow, Wednesday night's going to be terrible. I have all that stuff I got to get ready to go out the door, so we'll take Thursday night as an off night as well. And I guess that wraps it up for me tonight. Oh, Jack, you got no Dodgers in there tonight. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure we have some in the base and whatnot. I mean, you're definitely going to get cards, but I'm sorry we didn't find you anything numbered or autographed. I know that's disappointing. We'll have better luck for you next time, hopefully. So that's it for me tonight, and I will be back at it on Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hey, come see me again sometime. Take care now. Bye.